hỏi người đó sao đành lặng câm, hồ thu đấy rồi sóng ngầm, gió trên mây thổn thức thầm cho mưa.
And to wear the long dress when you go to the ashram, it's just also to protect the men. So you don't wear such tight stuff or short stuff. Men already have a big war with the hormones already in their body already. And if you provoke more, these poor men, it's terrible for them.
Yes.
So I try to protect both men and women.
Yes, understand.
Yeah, so the women protect their dignity and not provoking to the men who already have problems.
Yes, yes.
But mostly when they go to the ashram, they just come after me. Yeah, and they try to get the place so that they can sit to listen to my lecture, yeah?
Yes.
So at that time, men and women are the same. They don't remember if they are men. They don't remember if they are women. That should be okay. But still, we sit both separately.
Yes.
You know, one side man, one side woman. Unless sometimes it's too busy or too rushing, they just sit anywhere. Because I come out and they all want to see me.
For sure.
But at that time, there's nobody who thinks of man or woman, nothing. They just think of me. That is for sure. You can see that.
Yeah.
Right. But when in meditation, it's for comfort. Also to avoid the chemical reaction between men and women that can strongly overpower them so that they cannot concentrate.
Yeah.
So men sit on one side, women sit on one side. But that's not like life and death. Just more comfortable. Because, you know, the disciples, sometimes they meditate, but they sleep, and then their head will fall into somebody else's shoulder. And then if it's a man, then his wife looks over and he'll be jealous.
Yeah.
or vice versa.
Yes.
Yeah, even though the person who sleeps knows nothing, and the man is innocent. You know, sometimes they sleep and they just...
Yes, I saw some.
Lean over, yeah?
Yeah.
And sometimes we make fun of them also in our drama, in our TV also.
Yeah.
Okay, life is not all that serious. It's very dangerous, life. It ends always deadly, but it's not too serious.
Right.
You can laugh sometimes, yeah? So we make fun of our group sometimes. I make fun a lot also about myself. I even sleep on the job, I told you already.
Yes.
I don't know, I'm just too tired of watching all these programs to edit. Sometimes the eyes are so tired. Or to relax, I don't know. Just like when you read a book, you know, you relax and you sleep.
Exactly.
Or when you watch TV and you sleep, yeah?
Yes.
And then I sleep, and the sound wakes me up, the sound of my own snore. Yeah, the outer sound, not the inner holy sound. I'm awakened. I was awakened also by the sound, but not the sound that we wanted. It's the other sound, unwelcome sound. Yeah, I work too hard sometimes. So I also make fun of myself. No big deal. I have a physical body, and sometimes it's just tired, yeah?
Yes.
Also, maybe for other reasons, yeah? Okay, never mind. Sometimes karma also. Okay, so where were we? I talk a lot. Where are we? About the long dress,
Yeah.
To protect our sister, disciple, dignity, yeah?
Yes.
And just to send out the signal to the men that I'm here not for that. I'm here just for spiritual reasons, for master lecture and to meditate only. It's more obvious that way. Then when you wear tight or a miniskirt to go to the ashram, it's very difficult to meditate without exposing some part of your, you know, precious body. And then the men also don't see the curves too much and also don't think too much.
Yes.
Suppose they do. Mostly when they come to the ashram, nobody cares too much about that.
Yeah.
But only after, just in case only. And sit separately, just for comfort.
Yes.
Just to make it all clear that we are here for meditation, for the holy teaching, not to look for any partner. But it's not forbidden if they do.
No, it's not.
This is something, sometimes things have to happen and it happens.
Yes, right.
So even in the university, if a female falls in love with a male student, then why not, eh?
Yes.
It's better than they go out and rape women there and then snap their children to force marriage and all that.
Definitely.
That's a terrible reputation for Muslims and terrible for the woman to have to bear that. And they are children of Allah, the followers of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. It cannot be treated like that.
Yes.
They have to be treated with respect. The Quran states so. Hadith also mentioned. They respect women.
Yes.
Utmost, even the Prophet, peace be upon him, said that. So that is not a law in the ashram.
Understand.
It's just common sense. And to separate the men and women sit on one side, men sit on one side. But that is also in Chinese tradition and Vietnamese tradition already. In any gathering
Yes.
in Vietnam, we even say nam tá, nữ hữu, meaning the men sit on the left side, the women sit on the right side. This kind of tradition already.
It's just for everybody's comfort.
Yeah, like that. And it's a common sense thing. It's not like you are a sinner or you broke some law or anything like that. No.
Yes.
The same with the Muslims, the same. In every temple, also in the Buddhism, they also have both sides, one side man, one side woman, if they do retreat together under a monk or something.
Yes.
But the monk is there for both man and woman, anywhere in any temple. It's just common sense, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Comfort. It's not like a sin or anything.
No.
And some of the Muslim groups, they make it such a big deal, like a sin. And go out, have to cover. This is all not correct.
Yes.
It was correct during the Prophet's life, peace be upon him, because it was a war.
Yes. It's in a different condition.
Yeah. And even if it comes to the worst, even if the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, say something like, go out, strike their neck until they die. Even if the Master said that. It was in the war. And he saw his own people, his own family, his own disciples die agonizing innocently like that. In a moment of anger, maybe he has said that. But nowadays, there's no war. And you cannot go out and kill your own innocent people anywhere, anytime you want like that.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. Even if the Prophet, peace be upon him, did say such a thing, even. But it's somebody who put it in there so that the government at that time have the excuse to persecute any Muslim they wanted.
Yes.
And
Understand.
just label them as infidels and then kill them because they were hunting the Prophet's disciples. So one of the persons inserted that and said, the Prophet said that, so you have to go out and kill whoever, so-called infidels. It's not like that.
Yes.
Even if he said that, in the moment of anguish, he said that to the so-called infidel, the enemy, the one who killed his disciples for no reason, killed the innocent, saintly disciples of his, or killed his family in a time of anguish. You know, maybe he uttered that as a human emotion. Even then, you cannot apply it now because there's no war.
Yes, right.
The Taliban didn't make war with any of these so-called groups, ISIS or whatever. It's their own people, and they just want peace now. They're not doing anything. Just go out in a supermarket or in a square and detonate a bomb like that. This is hell. This is a hell doctrine. It's not the Prophet's doctrine. It's not a Quran's tenet.
Yes.
It's all wrong. It's all wrong. It's all evil. They're following Satan and devils. They are not following the Prophet. Peace be upon him. I'm not afraid to tell you that. Because the truth I have to tell. Otherwise, they go on killing people. These people, the ones who organize all this random murdering of the innocent, should go to jail forever.
For sure.
Don't ever let them out and harm the innocent again. My God, they're Afghan. They suffer enough, too much already. All these years already. They need a rest. They need some freedom to think, to reorganize their life and their country. Continue bombing like this, they are evil. They should be put in jail, be in prison forever, do a lifetime.
Yes.
Make them do some work inside there because they have nothing to do. That's why they think of all this bombing. They're bored. And they just use Islam just for their own selfish and wicked agenda.
Yes.
I don't believe anything they say. There's no sense, no logic in going and killing the innocent anywhere. Huh?
Yes, right.
They're not your enemy.
No.
People in supermarkets, people in airports, they're not your enemy.
It's their own people.
Yeah, their own people, and they're not fighting or they're not doing anything that harms you. You cannot just go kill anybody and say that is for Islam, that's for jihad. That's not. Absolutely not. No matter what. It's not war anymore. They are the ones who create war. They are the infidels. They're working for the devil. They besmear the Muslim great religion. And also, if the Taliban are short of women professors because maybe brain drain, maybe they forbid too much before, so not too many women can become educated greatly in poor country and all that. So they are short of women professionals in many fields. Yeah.
Yes.
They
Yes.
should not continue to do this strict law, forbid women to do this, do that. Because I saw it on one of the news somewhere that the Taliban supposedly say that the only job woman can do in the government is to clean the toilet.
Oh.
For the woman toilet. That's it. Yeah, so all the government women workers before are not allowed to go back in the office and do their job.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know if the men can do everything without the help of any woman.
Yes.
Even in the police, before they had police woman, and now I'm not sure anymore. If you want to search a woman, you must have a woman police, no?
Yes. Yes.
If you want to talk to a woman customer or a woman who wants to apply for the government, then they need a woman to interview them.
Understand.
If they really think women and men should be separated, then they must have women
Yeah.
in order to be separated in different kind of field and work. But in the hospital, you cannot separate the woman doctor and man doctor. It doesn't work like that.
No.
You can't. Even woman and man, or man and men, they have different fields. They specialize in different things. So this is ridiculous. To be always separate between man and woman, it won't work in the society.
Exactly.
It's not practical. It's not doable. It's not workable. They're just making the country more backwards, more bankrupt. And I read somewhere that they say that Afghanistan is on the brink of bankruptcy, financial collapse. Well, it's no wonder.
Yes.
The tanks and some fighting equipment that the Americans left behind, I mean, maybe they can ask some mechanics from different countries to come and help them to restart them. But to do what? Can't even sell them. You're not in war anymore.
Yeah.
So even then, it costs a lot of American tax money for them, but it's not much use for the Taliban. And I hope it's not. I hope they don't use it to do anything else wrong, like starting a war somewhere else or within their own country, because that will be wrong, terribly wrong.
Yes.
They will not help anything in the country. It will not help. The Chinese are supposed to be helping them now, I read it, but they can't help forever without a condition.
True.
If you continue to receive some help physically, financially from somebody, then you are in debt to that person, and they will control you. They will be your boss.
Yeah.
It's just a natural outcome of that situation. You'll be subdued.
Yes. They need to be independent.
Sure, they have to be independent. I don't know if I talked enough already. You happy with my
Yeah, we are happy.
with my answer? Okay, good. Any other thing?
Yes. They have a more question from team.
Hello, Master.
Yeah.
There's another question. While Trump was in office, he pushed very strongly to get the COVID-19 vaccine out to the American public in what was called Operation Warp Speed.
Yeah, he gave a lot of money to develop that vaccine.
Yes.
In the beginning, yes.
Yes. And because he's good for the world, this is considered good for everyone. But now with Biden, he wants to distribute the vaccine globally. Now that we know that he is under the influence of negative powers, this would be a questionable act. Is what Biden doing bad, and is this another way for the demons to further discredit the USA's international standing?
He wants to distribute it all over the planet?
Yes.
So why then you think he will damage the U.S. reputation?
Because Biden is being under negative powers. Why is the same act that he's doing that is similar to Trump is considered maybe bad?
Trump did not try to distribute the vaccine to other countries.
That's correct.
At that time, I don't remember that. He just tried to protect his people first.
Yes.
And closing the border and all that. And develop quick a vaccine, because at that time, that's all everybody can think of. Like in every pandemic, you try to develop a vaccine. Like for flu, they still have the vaccines for the flu nowadays. You know, the common flu,
Yes.
the flu that's haunting the whole planet still. And many other vaccines were developed for different pandemics or epidemics. They all try to develop vaccines, you know, for malaria, for everything.
Yes.
So, of course, Trump, as the president, he has to try the way to develop a vaccine to cope with this because there's no other medicines that work at that time.
Yes, understand.
chót uống men tình say thủy lũy lối về quên mất nẻo thiên